Hello, beautiful people. So I wanted to thank you for coming to my channel and say welcome. There's just been a huge influx of thousands of people. So I want to get your questions answered quickly right here, right up front. Most of my content about that has been taken down by YouTube and is on amanitadreamer.net. So all of your questions about that are there. If you want to ask me a personal question, go to the frequently asked questions over there at amanitadreamer.net. If you want to get involved in this community, I have a forum and I have a bunch of things that we do to get people together. That is also on the website. If you want to get medical help from me, if you're getting off of something, if you want to start on this, if you have questions about how it will interact with things, if you have a long list of medical things you're dealing with and you want my help and you want answers, if you are dealing with emotional issues and you are desperate and you want my help, all of that is called practicing medicine without a license, and I cannot do it. It is illegal and it is a serious offense. I am autistic. I am easily emotionally overwhelmed. I am 3 years out now from my own mental health crisis. I have recovered. I work on it every day. I stay this way and stay healthy as best I can by setting boundaries and dealing with myself in a healthy way and taking care of my family. And that does not include taking on other people's struggles and medical conditions. Like I'm not insured to do that. If you are in a dangerous situation, an emergent situation, if you have taken too much, if your animal has taken something, and including this, like I can't address that for you. And I'm asking you, please seek help through proper channels. I have something else important to say. I don't mean to be negative here about the things that I make and sell. That is not just that thing by itself. That you can get, and I have a list of trusted vendors on my website. What I make are blends and they have a purpose, and I have a whole page devoted to those things if you want to learn what they are and how they work, also on amanitadreamer.net. If you use the green weed, I have to be careful because of censorship, you won't get anything from that thing right there. I have videos about that on the website. I hope that helps. I don't mean to be negative. I'm positive. I do everything I can to give you as much information as I can. But all I am is a female who's lived a lot of life, had a lot of therapy. I try to just give to you as much as I can and share with you what I've learned on this journey. And I'm bringing you with me on my journey as I'm growing and as I'm changing and as my channel climbs, as I do more outreach, as more and more people discover this and want information and help, like what that's doing to me. I'm just sharing with you my journey. I'm a highly educated person at this point about that entity there, but not about you. And now I'm going to talk about that if you care to stick around. If I've already answered your question, great. Here's the rest of that. I want to tell you, it has been some of the most shocking and painful lessons that I have had to learn about self-reliance. And it is this. The first one was when I was in therapy in my 20s, and I thought that a therapist was going to fix me. And when a therapist didn't fix me, I kept saying, but I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. The choices I'm supposed, why aren't you telling me what to do? And they said, honey, nobody can tell you that. I can present you with your options. I can show you what is unhealthy and why, but only you can make those choices and walk through those doors. You have to do that yourself. Like there are no universal answers here. And that was the beginning of like a huge existential crisis in my life. It took me about a year to climb out of that and to accept that I am the only one that has the right answers and the right choices for me. And I talk about that in my Have Coffee With Me series here on the channel. And I hope that you will go find that playlist and watch that. My second big existential crisis came after Hurricane Katrina, which I talk about when I tell my story. That video is here unless at some point it gets taken down, which YouTube loves to do to my stuff. And in that, I learned that even though I had been paying my taxes, when I needed FEMA, they were nowhere to be found. Even though I never missed an insurance payment on my house, when I needed them, they played games so that they only had to pay me 25% of the damages, which led to my eventual breakdown, I don't know, a year and a half of filing bankruptcy and all that, and having to originally get on the medication that I had to get on for panic attacks. That was my second big crisis. My third big crisis was realizing that also the medical system was not going to be there or save me, that the only medication they had was failing me. It failed me, and it brought me to my knees to a point where I didn't want to live anymore. That no matter where I went with my aches and my pains and the panic and the anxiety and the weird symptoms that I had, no one ever had an answer. And they gaslighted me a lot. The medical system fails women every day, but it fails mental health people more. It's a problem. All in all, nobody is coming. We save ourselves. We make the best decisions we can. Learn from me, learn from other people out here that are doing their best to share with you what they've learned and what they know. Educate yourself, arm yourself, be your own best advocate, because ultimately that's what it's going to come down to: self-reliance. Use what's available, make the best decisions you can. I love you, beautiful people. Welcome. I hope you find what you need here. I am doing my best. I am one person. I am a little overwhelmed, but I'm trying. Be well. Bye.